Whenever Democrats talk about illegal immigration, they always conveniently forget the crimes committed by illegal immigrants against the American citizens because of horrible Democrat policies. And that's exactly what we're going to see called out today by Marjorie Taylor Greene against Kathy Hochul. And this gets a little bit raw, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Governor Hochul, are you a Democrat? Yes or no?
I'm a proud registered Democrat, yes.
Did you support Joe Biden for president? Yes or no?
Yes, I did.
Did you support the Biden administration's policies for the past 4 years?
I raised my concerns in many
That's
meetings
a yes
with the
or no
administrations
question.
about how the border was being enforced, and so I raised concerns.
So you just stated, I'll reclaim my time, you said you're a proud Democrat. You supported Joe Biden for president. Clearly, you supported the Biden administration's policies. Did you swear, Governor Hochul, did you swear an oath to faithfully uphold New York's Constitution and laws?
I certainly did.
In 2017, New York became a sanctuary state when Governor Cuomo signed Executive Order 170. This states, it directs that no state officers or employees, including law enforcement officers, shall disclose information to federal immigration authorities for the purpose of federal civil immigration enforcement unless required by the law. Do you support this law as governor of New York?
Yes, this pertains to civil enforcement.
So you do enforce sanctuary policies of New York?
I supporting helping law enforcement when it comes and ICE when it comes to.
Thank you. I reclaim my time. You support sanctuary policies that have led to the horrific murder of people, Americans. This Fox News got it wrong. It should say monster. Arrested in broad daylight rape of a 13-year-old in a New York park. This girl was raped at knife point in the park near New York Mets Stadium. That's your state, Governor Hochul. New York Post also got it wrong and called him a migrant. That's a monster. Busted in brutal beating of New York PD cops in Times Square are members of bloodthirsty Trinde Aragua gangs. That's your state where you support your sanctuary state laws. Also, Governor Hochul, do you recognize this image?
Yes.
Where a homeless woman was burned alive by an illegal alien monster, where you uphold the laws to protect these monsters in your state, and then you force the New York citizens that pay taxes to pay for these people. This is the result of your sick and disgusting treasonous laws that you uphold as governor.
New York is not a
I
sanctuary
didn't
state for
recognize you,
criminals.
Ms. Hochul. This is my time. Do you know the name Laken Riley? Do you know the name Laken Riley?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do. Jose Ibarra murdered 22-year-old Laken Riley. He's an illegal alien monster from Venezuela, convicted of 10 charges. He was first arrested by the Biden administration that you stated that you support. Joe Biden for president, right? Proud Democrat, Governor Hochul. First arrested at the border and released by the Democrats that you support. Then, guess what? He made it to New York because the Biden administration flew illegals all over the country, and your state was one that accepted them. He lived at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Queens, an upscale hotel that was turned into an illegal alien shelter at the taxpayers' expense. $2 million a month went to this hotel. The second time he was arrested was in the state of New York for endangering a child. But he was released quickly before ICE could even issue a detainer, because you support those laws, Governor Hochul. Then he flew, get this is shocking. He flew from the state of New York to my home state in Georgia, and you all paid for it. Because, why? Because it was reticketing, and that was the little gift that you were giving my state by sending monsters there. Costs the state of New York $5 to $10 million a day to feed and house illegals. Are you smiling at me about this?
No, I'm not.
You look like you got quite a smile on your face.
No.
Because I can tell you,
Gentlelady
people,
will not.
this is my time, reclaiming my time.
I'm thinking about
attack
that.
the witness.
Don't you dare
Don't attack the
smile
witness.
about the murder of
No, I'm
Laken
thinking about
Riley.
her parents.
The third
Don't
time,
question
the
how I
third
look.
time, Jose
My heart is
Ibarra,
breaking for her
my
parents.
time, Governor Hochul. The third time he was arrested was in the sanctuary city of Athens, another Democrat policy. And then he went on and attempted to rape Laken Riley and murdered her. He murdered her. Let me explain something to you. This little girl right here, she would be alive today if you weren't such a treasonous governor supporting sanctuary laws in the state of New York. This little girl would be alive today, and her mother very much would like for her to be alive. This is outrageous for anybody in this country to support for non-citizens to be able to come in our country, be able to travel wherever they want, and then make taxpayers pay to house them, feed them, and then give them a plane ticket after they had been arrested in their state. That's what you did. You are responsible for the murder of this little girl, Laken Riley. And the Department of Justice should prosecute you for her murder.
Objection. Objection.
I don't care how much you object, and if you support it too, you're responsible for her murder. I yield to Mr. Chairman.
What this all boils down to is there's consequences for elections. There's consequences for putting people into power that have these outrageous radical beliefs. Case in point, Kathy Hochul. Yes, she supports the sanctuary city, the sanctuary state policies that have been enacted. She's not fighting against them. Never mind the fact that Joe Biden, of course, had horrible border policy that gave the cartels operational control of our southern border. Never mind the fact that 80% of the women and girls coming up to this country illegally were assaulted. And never mind the fact that many of the illegals coming in were military-aged men who were gang members, all right? Never mind any of that. At the very least, now that Trump is in charge and has secured the border, you could start reporting them to ICE and help your city. All right. But of course, you have awful policies like no cash bail, which led directly to the murder of Laken Riley. Right. Don't forget, this monster was actually arrested in New York City, let out on no cash bail, and then given a free ride down to Georgia. All right. Because that's the policy of the Biden administration. And we saw the same thing being repeated over and over again all over the country. Right. You had the murders up in Vermont and Maine by MS-13. You had the hotels being taken over by Trende or Hogwell. Right. We were completely invaded, and now we're trying to get rid of them, and that, of course, is the biggest sin of the Democrat Party, right? Rather than get rid of violent criminal illegals, the Democrats are going to dig in their heels and fight against every single deportation out there. So as much as Kathy Hochul wants to sit there and say, my heart is breaking for the mother of Laken Riley, oh, how about you do something about it? How about you actually go out there and actively have your police round up the very least, the criminal element, the people out there taking advantage of your most at-risk communities? Would you even do that? Would you lift a finger? Do you care about your citizens? No, you don't, because you're still going along with these crazy, radical left-wing policies. Please enforce the law. That's the only way to make your cities better. The only way to make your citizens safe. That's all you can do. It's all you should be doing as a leader, supposedly, of your state. Because yes, your actions do have consequences. Something the Democrats often forget about. Bad policy that has bad results should be done away with, not doubled down on. But don't tell them that, because they're too stuck in their ways, where of course the illegal immigrant is the new mascot of their party. That's the new frontier of civil rights. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and stay safe out there, people, because they're coming after you.